far astray. Letting me down, not picking me up, giving or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. Letting me down, not picking me up, giving it or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. I don't wanna stay in this place, no. So I put it on the table, I won't ask you twice because I'm grown and I've been here before. It's been too long and life's too short to sit around just feeling sun.
किसका?
Put it on the table, I won't ask you twice because the light bulb is energy saved. And it takes its time
हाँ
to illuminate. And I will see all of the
हाँ ये
mess
सकते हैं.
you're making. The mess you're making. Putting me down, not picking me up, or just kicking a can down the road. Yes, when it really ain't it. I wanna stay in this zone. Down, not picking me up, or just kicking a can down the road. Yes, when it really ain't it. I don't wanna stay in this zone.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's picked his way through. Salamakers. Modric. And here's Salamakers. Salmakers. Crosses it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Damian. Oh, that's fabulous. That's gone for a throw-in. Foot in. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Totti. Barella. Now this could be a chance. Acerbi does well to get it back. And he's intervened well there. Probing pass. Now it's Rafael Leao. Surely he can't. Rafael Leao! Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Estupinian just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well read, nice interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Estupinian. He slings it in, and the keeper beats it away. And it's Rabiot. It's Rabiot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Kilishoy clears. Pass somewhat off target. Has a look and plays it forward. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu, pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Damian, looking to play him in. Almost half an hour in now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. That has not gone well.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nkunku. Nkunku crosses. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Oh, super find. And he cuts out the supply. They get a throw in.
Make you feel like magic. Hello, tipster, baby, move a couple times. See you undercover, baby, you can try to hide. I see you in disguise, baby, you can tell a lie. Oh, you can't fake it. Listen to your playlist when I'm alone. I know you hate it. I feel it in your tone, baby. You can't replace it. Pick up the phone, just admit that you want a piece of me. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel it. I'll make you feel like. I see what you want. You'll be thinking about the way I turn you on. But you see it in the oasis in my palm. Take a sip, come on, you need something easier. I'll make you feel like, ooh,
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We're up and running then. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times.
Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Çalhanoğlu.
That's good play from him.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Keeper's got good distance on that. Lobbed in behind. Serginho. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Looking for the run. He's well positioned. Chance! Goal! Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
McKennie to Çalhanoğlu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
First quarter of an hour gone. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Vlahovic. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Totti always looking for that half a chance. Serginho. And it's made it. Martinez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
That's a decent clearance. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can...
Oh, good effort! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's an imaginative pass. Bonucci gets over and intercepts. McKennie. slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bonucci. McKennie. De Bruyne. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Nice interception, well timed. It's Totti! That's a lovely, neat pass. Probing pass. Nicely worked. There's the shot! Damian tries to clear. Çalhanoğlu. Serginho. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Here it is, crossed in. Serbi comes out the pass. David. Barella. That's the end of the first 45. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8, numero 27, numero 15.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Il numero 22.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That is a great pick out. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's David. And there's green grass ahead of him. Some resolute defending there. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Totti. Çalhanoğlu. Damian. De Bruyne, who does have an assist to his name. Well, that's well spotted. Kilitshoy. Takes a shot! There's a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
नहीं कोई वेट नहीं
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He's having a pop! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out
La
of
fluenza di
defence.
quest'oggi è di 80.314
Whatever he had in
spettatori.
mind, that was not it. Quality ball. Now it's David. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Sommer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. Serginho is wide and looking to get onto this. David is flagged offside.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14.
Inter Milan are making a change now.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Looking for options for movement. And he can thump it away. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Oh, it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, well played.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Brilliantly cut out. De Bruyne. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's bustling. Great chance! It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Milan now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Dumfries. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Vlahovic. Now, can they get him away? Can he get it through? Now it's David. Across. Oh, great leap! No, not the best of headers. Dumfries. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Now it's David.
This is the time you need that pace.
Serginho.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Now it's Tura. And he's intervened well there. McKennie ploughing through the middle. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Ci saranno 3
You know, it was
minuti di
an
recupero.
intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
A vicious ball here. And that's it. Inter Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We are just getting started. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
It's Adriano! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
That's an imaginative pass. Tomori can clear it away.
Kilitsoi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's heaved it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Adriano! Goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And that really is so impressive. Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. Totti. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Darmian picks it up from the goal kick, and he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? That's a decent clearance. They get a throw in. Might be danger here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking for the run. It's Adriano! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And now he has two. Milan find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Inter Milan are 3 down and sinking. Calhanoglu, and this is Adriano. Milan have it back and can go again.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Totti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's a sharp little ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left.
Dybala! Zielinski could move up a gear here. Oh, it's not gone well. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. Darmian kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And now they can clear their lines. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly.
Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Salamakers clears. Akanji cuts out the pass. The ball has bounced loose now. Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And they win it back again. Salmakers. Pavlovic. Dybala. Tomori. And a chance! Damian gets it clear.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
No, that's been intercepted. Good effort from distance. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back underway. 45 minutes to change their fate. Adriano chasing after it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Çalhanoğlu played into space. Now it's Barella. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Çalhanoğlu shifted it to the flank. Zielinski. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Estupinian. It's come to nothing. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer.
Barella! And there's a goal! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Inter Milan may be down, but not out just yet. And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. And Dybala! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Paulo Dybala actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
80.953 spettatori.
Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Zielinski. Zielinski goes for a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. And we have our very first corner.
ये कैसे लगता है?
Adriano!
이건
Oh,
왼쪽이다. 이거.
fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pulisic, and the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pulisic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have their second corner now. Tries one from range. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a great... Totti! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pavlovic promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. No joy this time. Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Modric, or good read. Now it's Nkunku. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Martinez. It's played through for him. Space for him to turn and look.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pulisic. Adriano is herring after that one. Pass somewhat off target. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Adriano. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gabbia spots it and intercepts. Fratesi, it's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Bastoni, the final 5 minutes. To Damian. Pavlovic makes the interception. Modric. And this is Adriano. He's shifting through the gears here. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Martinez threads one in, not the most accurate pass.
Ci saranno 3
Well,
minuti
the
di
ball
recupero.
just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He has found a way through. Good take, and is he in? Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Adriano is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Modric! But he's left disappointed.
Modric is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities. The next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So that's got things underway.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
Dumfries. Oh, that's well spotted. Nedved. Oh, just to keep him, and Batistuta! Oh, glorious! Batty goal!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Martinez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Calhanoglu. And it's DiMarco. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Pulisic. And he's worked it through. Oh, there's the shot! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're threatening to fly away here. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nicely aimed pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Chelhanoglu stood up well to him there. And he cuts out the supply. Played out towards the right wing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass is just off target. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Ball in towards the middle. Acerbi is there, and he can get that clear. And there's the shot! Magnificent! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looking for the run, and he's intervened well there. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, there's a probing ball, and that could set him on his way. Decent chance! That's another chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
It's a searching pass. Batistuta! Oh, that's a waste. Nedved tries to play it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Keeper's dealt with that. No, tries one from range. And that is wildly off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's well. And Batistuta! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Great chance! And it's come back out to him. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are playing them off the park. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Martinez! He's put his foot right through that one.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And it's been played through. Spina clears without hesitation. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ambitious ball here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And for the first half, that is that. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. we're underway for the second half.
Sostituzione.
Inter Milan come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Real chance! It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kilichoy.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Oh, good spread. Oh, no joy this time. Acerbi can clear it away. That has not gone well. Spread to the right. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti has it out wide and in space. Goes for goal! No, got right underneath it.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, that's fabulous. Svilar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Batistuta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Totti. That's a good... And the shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Hernandez
La
with the
quota di
clearance.
quest'oggi è di 80.113
Inter
spettatori.
Milan have the chance to go the other way.
You can never be short of runners in the...
Goes for a shot! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Inter Milan get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. He's trying to hit the front line here. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Damian, great vision. And he was quick to react. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aimed beyond the defence. Pulisic receives it in a wide position. Takes a shot! Totti. So what can they make of this? Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Rafael Leao. They get a throw in.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Tries to pass it through. Well, that's well seen too. Zielinski. Great ball, and he's on the finish! Off the post. That's destined for the flank. Now the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. He'll try from distance. We expected better, and so did he. And here's Pulisic.
Pulisic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zanetti. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, played right into his path. Oh, great chance! And Batistuta! It's hit the crossbar. Zielinski. Kilitshoy. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now, can they get him away? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's been
Il
hooked
quarto
away.
uomo indica 2 minuti di
Throw it.
recupero.
Ball's gone out of play. And he's opted for the long pass. Ronaldinho. Time added on will be 2 minutes. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan bow out. Defeat